The tendency for all our movements, waving hands and clouds, brush knee, all of them, we tend to focus on that which is obvious. And the obvious is usually the floating arm, or what's perceived as the blocking arm, or the arm that's the highest or the most in front. But when we focus on that, then we're actually double weighted. So there's all sorts of different connotations of being double weighted, or situations of being double weighted. So in Tai Chi, you notice that the only time we're ever double weighted is at the beginning and the end, meaning equal weight through both feet. It's always an exchange from that point on. But we can be double weighted in other ways. So if I'm doing waving hands and clouds and I'm weight shifting in the direction I'm going, that's already too much. That's already a form of being double weighted. Then I add my attention to the top arm. Now I'm super double weighted because my momentum and my intention and focus are here. So then what we do, we think about lifting the hand. And then once again, the lifting up is the obvious. So we're placing our mind in the obvious. That's being double weighted. And when we're double weighted, we're easily taken over from a martial arts standpoint or from a life standpoint, actually. Tai Chi is all about alignment and release. So it's about placing your mind in the not obvious. So as we're doing waving hands and clouds, we should be placing our mind in this bottom arm. Master Ting used to call it the hidden arm or the secret arm. We shift our awareness away from the obvious. Everyone thinks waving hands and clouds is a block. It's not. I mean, it is, but in a different way. So the shift of awareness is to the bottom, to the bottom arm. So instead of thinking about lifting the arm when you switch, it's about releasing the arm. So just do that. Everybody just do one arm for me. One arm waving hands. Doesn't matter what style. You come over here, and this is a quality of Pong, of lightness. But to change direction, we turn the floor and we release. Whoosh. Just let go. Just let it happen. One arm, just one arm. So you're here, that's it, let it go. It's like if you were throwing a ball underhanded. Whoosh. The follow through creates the up. You don't have to create the up. So we're over here, release, up. That's it, that was it, Cheryl. Release, up. Now, yeah, that's it, Janet. And now you realize that the weight shift is complicit. It's as a response to this. It's following through with that momentum. Yes. So if you're seated, my two people that are seated, feel it in your sit bones. Whoosh, over to the other sit bone. Well, shoot, if you're standing, feel it in the sit bone. So waving hands and clouds is really a series of releasing the lower arm, releasing the top arm rather, to become the lower arm. It is not a series of floating the arm, or lifting the arm. That's it. That looks so much better, every single one of you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Both Hamilton, Andrew, yep, Camille, that's it. So sometimes I'll be real silly and just practice Tai Chi in these real kind of momentum, like a whipping feeling, but by doing that, I'm opening avenues so that when I now do it slower, it's looser, but has much more power. Yeah, that's it, Cheryl. See, be playful with it. Okay, so let's take that concept now with brush knee. Okay, so as we do brush knee, everyone tends to focus on that top arm and push. That's double weighted because that's the obvious. What is the name of the form? Brush knee. So our awareness needs to be in the lower arm. That was much better, Andrew. Yes. So it's the lower arm that's the driver. And it's actually blocking. And then this arm is receiving. And then we can do some fascia maneuver or whatever with that. But it's not like that. So just play with that one. And the lower arm becomes sort of the pendulum. And the follow step then becomes natural. So you could just whoosh. This is called, this is our, sort of like our walking Tai Chi that we do in our Tuesday class. So just feel it, just step. Just don't be too concerned about your follow step, just allow it to happen. And just move, let the bottom arm release down. I'll turn. So it's down, I'm here, release it, and that becomes the pendulum. Oops, that one was out of, there we go. So there's all sorts of release in Tai Chi. And the release is what gives us the ability to relax and be in the state of song. And yet, it's not a flaccid, like a collapsing, but it's by that virtue of the release that we can have power and momentum in all of our movements. And deflecting our awareness away from the obvious keeps us in balance so that we're not double weighted. Very welcome. Everyone benefited from that. Every movement, it's all about the release. It's not about the force or the lifting. The lifting is an internal state of Pong. But here, as we're doing leisurely Tai and Cope, this is what typically people do, and I'll go ahead and touch here. They're here, and their awareness is on this edge, so they feel like they're blocking if they've got any martial art or awareness there. And then when they come back, the focus is on the hands. Well, if you really have somebody holding on to you, that's not going to work. Plus, it's too much intention in the wrong place. So what we do is, as we're coming across, it's the not obvious hand that's the driver. And then right here, in order to transition and to come back, I release my elbows. And when you do that, it just comes back naturally. Do you feel that? So it's not a lifting up. Some of you are still lifting up. Just let the elbows feel like you got 2 grocery bags on them that are really heavy. And you just go, oh. And that brings you back. Yep, that's right. Now the other side. So we're here, you've wound up the fascia, so the fascia can unwind, but you add a little power to that by just releasing the elbows. To get into your position here, it's a spiral. It's not a lift, it's a spiral. Can you feel like you're kind of spiraling out from the scapula to get in position, and then you follow that? Yeah, good. Release the elbows. And then we spiral into position. Release the elbows, then turn from your feet, and it just spirals into position. That was it. Cheryl, that was it. Nice. Good. Release the elbows, spiral. So really, one should meld into the other. So if we're here and I release the elbows, it should just go right into the next one. If you're really doing the spiral, it just easily flows. One falls into the other, elbows down, spiral into the other. Can you feel that? Drop the elbows and then it tumbles in. Yes, that's it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Doesn't it feel better? And I don't know about you all, but I've got a lot more energy in my hands now as a result. Okay, so if we're doing leisurely Tai and Coat, what's the not obvious? Here I am. Which one is the not obvious? The inside hand. Yes. The outside arm. is receiving, not giving. The inside arm is the giving.